Hey guys, we are in DC. We're about to go to the Colada Shop. We're going to have a fun day in DC, hopefully. It's going to rain today, but we're going to go to the American History Museum and we're going to try out a few local DC eateries and we'll take you along with us. So stay tuned. So we got a box of food. Basically, Chris got a breakfast sandwich and tostadas. Basically, tostadas is Cuban bread that's been toasted and buttered. And then I'll show you off his breakfast sandwich when he opens it. Then I got croquetas. These are ham croquetas. And then got empanadas. I got 3 different ones. They're beef. I believe they're chicken and they're seasonal, which was like a squash and cheese, I believe. So about to dig in. I'm gonna eat their croqueta first since it broke. So good. They have really good croquetas. I think they have a different kind. I always get ham because I like the ham croquetas the best. Really good. And cafe con leche. We're at the Smithsonian American History Museum in Washington, D.C. And during the time of COVID, you actually have to have a timed entry pass. So you go on Smithsonian's website, it has a listing of all of their museums, and then you select the day that you try to go, and you get your time slot. So I'd recommend doing it maybe 2 weeks before, because but I think the African American History Museum, they do it 30 days out. So if you want to come to the Smithsonian museums, definitely pre-plan, especially because some of the museums are a little bit more harder to get, and not all the museums are open yet. So we're just going to have fun. We'll look at some of the stuff around the museum, and we'll take you along with us. Julia Child's kitchen. So apparently this is everything that she turned over to the Smithsonian to make this exhibit, aside from the flooring and a few of the fake items. This is her entire kitchen.
This says placed exactly as she left it.
Oh, it's placed exactly as she left it.
Everything that she left.
Wow, that's impressive. That's a nice kitchen. A bunch of tobacco receptacles. My grandfather used to farm tobacco. How much tobacco could fit in a hogshead? About 1,000 pounds. Good grief, that's a lot of tobacco. Americans consume 16 pounds of seafood per year. They probably didn't survey me. I probably consume 50 pounds a year between sushi and shrimp and everything. Modern ships, different types.
Fishing.
Oh, this is a fishing.
Process all the fish as it comes in.
Oh. It's a fish processing, catching and processing the fish. I don't know if I could see those little model people.
Factory trolley.
A factory trolley. Seems like they're just transport line. Looks like a cargo ship. Then this was a liquid natural gas tanker, or I'm trying to think. Oh, an oil tanker, and then a cruise ship. So just different types of ships that you'll find out in the ocean. This is a model of Mauritania. I'm stepping back because it is humongous. It is huge. Supposedly it was the fastest ship for about 20 years. And I mean, look, I think this is a model of what it looked like up. If you looked up, I mean, that's impressive. All that beautiful. I mean, is that called, what do they call it? The word is escaping me now. But look at that. All that stained glass. That's cool. Some of these little things for stuff that's closed or they don't want you to touch, like right over there. It used to be more of a hands-on thing, but no touch, no touchy. These are different types of patents or trademarks. Etch-a-Sketch, Levi's, Mickey Mouse. So far it's been pretty cool. It's been pretty fun. It's just so quiet. Like the last time I came here, this was still kind of like the innovations, but I remember there just being more hands-on stuff, so I think they really stripped down a lot of the hands-off stuff because of COVID. And definitely you can tell that they've limited the number of people that they're letting in the museum, because this place was crawling with people. I mean, so many people. And this is a holiday weekend. When I'm filming this, is Columbus Day weekend, which Columbus is like not some more indigenous peoples. Yeah, it's not that crazy today, which I like. It's kind of enjoyable not having to fight with a crowd and just kind of leisurely, like going through the exhibits at, your own pace and not have people like crowded around. So it's nice. I mean, it's not nice that, COVID is here, but it is kind of nice to come on the museum on a nice quiet Sunday and not being rushed by people. So when we were at the Smithsonian, after I recorded that last clip, I was gonna go upstairs, and then I turned the corner, and like the security guards were like kicking out. So if that's one thing that Smithsonian security guards are really good at, is kicking everybody out. And you know, I'm used to the museums being closed at 5 o'clock, and it was like only like 3:56. So I don't know if because of COVID they closed at 4, or maybe it's Sunday. I have no idea. So yeah, so we didn't even get to tour like the upstairs part, and you know, I didn't get to see, I think this women's suffrage exhibit is upstairs, so we just didn't get to see everything. But we're here at Old Ebbit Grill. I want to say Nebbit, but it's Ebbit Grill. We just ordered drinks. Apparently this is the oldest bar in DC, open since 1856. I'm reading the napkin. It's moved around, I think 4 different places in the history of, but it's the oldest open restaurant and grill in DC, and it is close to the White House. So if you're like going to the museum, it was about a 15-minute walk. So if you want to walk it, it's a doable walk. It's a little annoying because it's raining today, and in the rain jacket was kind of stifling, but they're famous for their oysters, so I'm not huge with oysters, but I got the Oysters Rockefeller, and the special today is swordfish. I'm not sure if we'll try it, but we ordered drinks. We're going to show you your drinks, and then we're going to eat some good food. Got some nice crusty looking bread, and then sangria, a peach sangria. Looks pretty good. Oysters Rockefeller. They're sizzling. Rockefeller. I think that was a good choice for not wanting oyster. It has a lot of the flavor from the Parmesan and like the herbs. And a little bit of the lemon and the salt. Super good. And the steak frites. So we just finished up at Old Ebbit's Grill, and it was fantastic. We liked our server. He was really awesome. His name was Mo. We talked a lot about nerd stuff and good food and a lot of nerd stuff. And the food was pretty good there too. I'm not into oysters, but the Oysters Rockefeller was super good. And then you take like the bread and like dip it in the buttery like Parmesan sauce. It was so good. And then I got lobster, and that was good. A little bit more work than, you know. Their French fries were amazing. They had like just the best French fries I've had in a long time. You had a burger? No, wait.
I had the steak frites. So
yeah, the steak frites. So you liked your steak frites?
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. I think next time if I come back, I want to try some of the fish. I mean, I was torn between the swordfish and that special.
Yeah, and I also heard their Reuben is like one of their signature dishes, and also their burgers are really good. So,